Well, I wonder for you, Jason, if has there been a time when you doubted yourself? Has there been a time when you weren't sure about whether you belonged? And if so, what'd you do? How'd you work through that?
Oh, it happens all the time.
Yeah.
You know, the last 2 weeks of my life, there's been certain things that you constantly doubt. I think it's real. I think you have to self-talk. You have to be critical of understanding where you're at, and that those challenges are going to come. Throughout my career, it would always happen. And I'm a very confident guy, but I think everybody deals with that doubt of, can you do it? Can you accomplish it? And I think it's about surrounding yourself with people that'll be honest with you, that are there in your corner, your teammates,
Yes.
and that can talk you through it and work through it together. But I always was of the mindset that I have the self-confidence to be self-critical of myself. And so by doing that, I was very honest with myself, which then allowed me to alleviate doubt from my standpoint. And so if I was ever nervous or anxious, I wouldn't allow myself to question my abilities or handling of a situation. And I think a lot of that had to do with my ability to really be honest with myself and handle it that way, and having people around me and my faith to, as I reflected on those things, that, all right, I'm good, here we go. You know,
Yes,
that
that's
was
right.
just a moment in time.
That's right.
Now I'm back on track.
Yeah. So important. The community that we surround ourselves with can make
Absolutely.
such a difference in those moments when we. What about for you? I mean, you dealt with serious injury
Yeah.
and had other challenges during your playing career.
I would say throughout my entire playing career, I lived just with a ton of doubt, but it was weird. My doubt wasn't necessarily on the field, but it was off the field. You know, I struggled again with everything, stewardship, you know, being a faithful husband, a good father. I remember that whenever I would open up my bank account and look at my investments and things like that, like this fear would overcome me. And, I just felt hopeless and helpless. And, I can't even imagine now understanding godly stewardship, what Christ or the Holy Spirit would have done in my life to help me overcome some of those fears when I was a player. I wish so much that I had, accepted Jesus when I was a player. It would have been a different season of life.
Well, you're more than making up for lost time, my friend,
hope
with
so.
the way you're sharing your testimony today. So thank you for that.